Alright, good morning boys and girls. Welcome to the Smart Spinner tutorial where we are going to be learning how to make our Smart Spinner spin smartly by using a motion sensor to detect when you're done using the spinner. So, what we want to do first is we want to save our project. So we're going to take our mouse over top of where it says project and whatever number is there, and we're going to type in spinner and then whatever names of people in your group. So Billy and Jimmy are in this group, so they are here for our Smart Spinner today. Now, what we want it to do is we want it to spin and 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 spin, and then we want it to stop using the motor as soon as you lift up your spinner. That way it's not running your spinner all over the place and it's not continuing to run as you are watching the spinner spin or the top spin. We also want to make it time our spinner to see, we're going to make a stopwatch with it. Alright, so here's how we do that. We want to first make a play block. So we're going to put the play. So when play, it will do this. Next, we are going to use the motor block to use the motor from the spinner. Now, we want it to keep spinning and spinning and spinning at the highest possible speed until the motion sensor moves. So we were going to make it wait for our motion sensor. So right now it says wait for 10. We're going to drag the motion sensor. This one right here is the tilt sensor. To the right of that is the motion sensor. We're going to drag that up. And then what do we want it to do when we do the motion sensor? We want it to stop our motor. So we're going to look at the motor with the X in front of it. Now that's part one. So it's going to spin, spin, spin until the motion sensor is taken and then it will stop. Next thing we need it to do. We are going to make it create a stopwatch. So we're going to make it repeat this. And we are going to make it wait for 10 units of time. Now, it's important to know what these units mean. Each unit means 1/10 of a second. So technically, that means that every 10 would equal 1 second. So if I wanted to go for 5 seconds, I would actually put 50 in here. So if we wanted to time every second, we want it to be at 10. And what we're going to do, it's a really cool tool that WeDo has, is that we are going to add to display. And we're going to add 1 to display every second. And it's going to repeat this over and over and over. So now, I need you to drag this whole block right here. Here's the one final thing. If I were to keep playing this and it were to keep going, and if I stopped it and I did another trial, the display that's going to pop in here is going to keep adding to whatever's in the display previously. I can't clear it. So here's how we're going to make it start at 0 every time we hit the play button. We want to make sure that it displays, so we're going to use the display block, a 0. So I'm going to tap on the 0 so that every time we're done with this program, and I replay, it's going to reset our timer to 0 seconds. So, this is how we make our smart spinner. Again, it's going to move, it's going to start at 0 in our display. Then it's going to wait for our motion sensor to stop or to lift off of the table, kill the motor, and then it's going to count. Whenever your spinner whenever your spinning top falls, hit the stop button. Count your time, and then it's going to reset at 0 every time you hit that play button to do the next trial. So with that, I want you to program your spinner, and then I want you to make sure you save it by typing in spinner and then the name of everybody in your group. Happy spinning!